There's a crazy trial going on right now. I'm not going to pretend to be able to follow along with this, but I seen this headline out there, and oh boy, there are some RP truths to be had in this one. First and foremost, shout out to Donovan Sharp for this one, but a woman's tears are only real when she's alone, because guess what? We have ourselves a victim up there on the stand, just crying herself some crocodile tears until, of course, all of the cameras are off, and well, it's Halloween. She needs to go out there and start to, party like it's her last free one out there. But take care of Maya Teen, caught partying in sexy outfit after attorneys said that she was in too much pain for court. Wow, just lying in order to go get fucked up somewhere else? Wow, where have we heard that before? All right, every single scenario when you have a moderately attractive woman trying to weasel her way out of a situation, play the victim card, turn on the waterworks, and then guys' IQs who are not attuned to these types of situations, watch their IQ just drop by 50 points. Maya Kowalski was pictured socializing just days after her attorney said that she was too pain-riddled to appear at her $220 million malpractice trial against a Florida hospital. Oh, yeah, that might not end up working out well for you. Last Friday, her lawyer told reporters that the teen's complex regional pain syndrome. Oh my God, that's like that restless leg syndrome shit. It's like, does anybody fucking believe that for a second? It's like, when people are anxious or, nervous or something like that, when they're sitting down, like the leg will twitch or bounce. But to just say, I've got restless leg syndrome. It's like, no, you're probably just drinking too many stimulants or eating too much sugar, you fucking weirdo. A neuropathic disorder. Oh, okay, cool. Had worsened due to stresses of the court proceedings, so she needed to go blow off some steam while wearing a corset and little angel wings. Fucking hoe. The pain had become so severe she was unable to attend the trial for several days. Oh, man. See, no, she was still in pain in that picture because she had two friends and they're just trying to hold her up for that drunken picture. Obviously, it's been horrible, lawyer Gregory Anderson said, according to Court TV. Maya has CRPS. She's a crip. Lesions reappearing. It's not good. Oh, my God. Where exactly? It must be strategically placed lesions in, on, and around her vagina and nipples, probably because, well, that's the only things that are actually appropriately covered up. But no, it's terrible. The jokes are not appropriate right now. But lawyers for Johns Hopkins All Medical Center said in court Tuesday that Kowalski was well enough to hit the town with several girlfriends, and that they had the social media pictures to prove it. Oh my God, these fucking bitches are so dumb, man. If you're going to be doing fuck shit like that, make sure that the cameras aren't on. Oh my God, especially if you're in such a high profile court case going on right now, you dummy. You don't think that that the defense, okay, or opposing counsel isn't going to have somebody out there watching your every single fucking move, especially when, I'm in too much pain resulting from the damages that I sustained from the hospital. I can't go out. You don't think that somebody's going to be watching your every move, but these bitches are so entitled, man. They are so above it all, thinking that, no, and anybody's going to hold me accountable? No, I'm a victim in this scenario. I already played all of those cards, and if I do end up getting caught, wow. The saga chronicled in the hit Netflix documentary Take Care of Maya. Kowalski's mother admitted then 10-year-old girl to the hospital in 2015, telling doctors that she required risky ketamine treatments to ease her symptoms. And now she's just out there because she's in so much pain, just also trying to get a hit of ketamine. It's a popular party drug, Oh, wow, and she's even out there being a 304 in a limousine. Fantastic stuff. But guys, she's really sad and really shiny in that picture. That's strange. Skeptical about Beata Kowalski's unorthodox demands, staffers alerted Florida child welfare authorities, who removed Maya from her parents' care and made her medical ward of the state. After being barred from seeing her daughter for 85 days and facing child abuse allegations, Beata Kowalski oofed herself in the garage of her family home. Yo, that's a fucked family. Asserting that the hospital wrongfully committed Maya and cruelly separated her from her mother. The Kowalski family is now suing the facility for $220 million. Yeah, we're missing a large swath of this, but I'm just focusing on the lying bitch here for a second. Maya Kowalski has testified, and she still suffers from debilitating effects of the disease and accused hospital staffers of dismissing her complaints while she was under their care. And then you just ended up undercutting all of those claims by going out there and being a 304 on Halloween. Big fucking shock on that one. You come from a long line of liars, miss, and you just ended up proving them all right. But seizing on the social media images from the Weekend Hospital attorney Ethan Shapiro, of course, well, he's a lawyer, makes sense, asserted that she appeared to be in robust health. No, she's very ill, in a lot of pain. This is the entire life of Maya Kowalski today. We did not aggravate a pre-existing condition. She's at her prom. She's out in heels, has friends. It is a complete contradiction of her testimony. Kowalski's attorneys argued the photos were inadmissible. Why? That's her, right? Yeah, no, that's her. She out there on the stroll, and how are you going to refute that? Interesting. But the judge in the case allowed several of them into evidence. And probably kept a couple for his own personal use. Fucking freak. Jurors are weighing if Kowalski's doctors wrongfully dismissed her mother's suggested treatments or had grounds to suspect that she was risking her child's health. If Moms is not a medical healthcare professional, why the fuck does she have purview to just recommend anything to the doctor? She can, enlighten them of the conditions. They can go ahead and proceed with whatever means and methods the professionals deem appropriately. And I do believe the mother has a right to veto said decisions. But you're going off of some bitch who ended up ultimately oofing herself, so we already know that her decision-making capabilities aren't exactly the strongest, but somebody who's probably making their decisions based on the fuel of WebMD, yeah, I don't think so, man. This whole standing's a bit warped. Staffers believed Beata was suffering from Munchausen's by proxy. Yes, where caregivers contrive or exaggerate a child's ailments for attentions. Wow, did they come up with this before or after they got the Halloween pictures? I'm just wondering. Maya's father, Jack Kowalski, is alleging false imprisonment, medical malpractice, and infliction of emotional damage. Beata Kowalski had endorsed putting Maya in a ketamine coma in a Mexican clinic and said the treatments had provided her daughter relief. Yeah, no, she doesn't complain when she's knocked out. Wow, you should be a doctor, lady. A doctor who prescribed prior ketamine treatments for Maya previously testified the approach was medically sound. Oh, that's good. You guys found an expert to go ahead and say that ketamine comas actually work for people that are experiencing mass amounts of pain. Well, is Maya experiencing mass amounts of pain? Well, the treatment is found to be very effective. Thank you. No further questions. But testifying for the defense this week, Dr. Elliot Crane, emeritus professor of anesthesiology and chief of pain management at Stanford School of Medicine. See, the big hospital, the Johns Hopkins Hospital. They can afford a fairly pricey expert that's going to go ahead and outperform yours. Said the ketamine regimen was dangerous and disallowed in the United States. Yeah, that's why you'd have to go to Mexico in order to do this, okay? Whenever you hear stories like this of medical procedures being done abroad, it's normally just bitches, out there trying to get a, fucking discount BBL by using a bunch of Fix-A-Flat in order to pump up their butts instead of just going to the fucking gym and doing some squats, you lazy hoes. Or getting wonky breast implants where you got the fucking nipples pointing in different directions or kind of doing the googly eyes, or kind of like, it's like the cuckoo clocks, but you remember like the Felix the cat clocks where you just got nipples kind of doing this all of a sudden, and they do one of these as well. Like, that's the shit that you end up doing. But it would be bad if this Maya girl actually had this debilitating pain disease, but if the doctors at one of the most established names in all of medicine couldn't find concrete diagnosis, and your mom's who was out there who ultimately ended up self-oofing for attention purposes because, I can't have my daughter anymore, so instead of fighting for her, you just decide to go into the garage and take care of business. Just kind of lets me know that whole idea that maybe she has Munchausen's by proxy, she likes the attention and she'll use her kid in order to get it. Yeah, it kind of tells me that might ultimately end up being the real and only diagnosis in this situation after all. But if this is an ongoing court case going on right now, and if you guys find this interesting, I might dive in a little bit later, but yeah, I think I already have my mind made up on this, but I'll check back in at some point in time to see what ultimately ends up happening. But yeah, man, finding a chick who has a mother who's a professional victim turn on the waterworks only to be discovered as a complete and total thotty. Yeah, I'd be more surprised if the sun came up in the morning, or that if I looked outside when I woke up that the grass was still green. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.